Do you like those ice boats?
Wow. You mean
The cross piece and they go up, sort of.
Well,
sail.
yes, I love them.
They are just so much fun to ride in.
I like the toboggan ride or whatever.
Yeah, it's a little more conservative.
A little more, yeah. Hi there. We're happy that you joined us this evening. Thank you so much. And we're here for the last time within the program to ask you to go to the telephone to become a member in support of high-quality, outstanding, non-commercial television programs like Over Canada here on WNED. This is just a fascinating program.
Isn't it?
So beautiful.
I get carried away, and you know, I can't tear myself away. If I go by and all you have to see is a very few seconds to get the idea of what's going on,
right.
And I just simply have to sit down and watch the rest of it.
Well, you know, I didn't even go sit down. I just stood right over there for the last 20 minutes.
The last break at all.
But you know, the video is available, Tim. Did you know that?
At the $120 level.
That's right.
Yeah, all you have to do is call. I'm a quick study, if nothing else. All you have to do is call the numbers on the screen, and that means two things. You're helping out with the sometimes challenging work we do here, and also helping to choose and guide the programming that we do here at WNED. So it's a very important thing that you do. It's a very important thing that we're asking you to do during fundraising here at WNED. All you do is dial the numbers that you see on your screen. That's the easy part. And we don't even bother to say them anymore. They're always there along the bottom, right here. And, you know, because we don't want you to do anything other with those numbers than call up and support WNED. You talk to the fine people here sitting behind us on either side. These are the volunteers who answer the phones, and when everybody gets busy and those bells get ringing, the din is just incredible. That's what we'd like to see here tonight. If you're enjoying this programming on WNED, then show your support by calling us tonight.
Thank you so much. If you called in on the last opportunity, you were one of 34 people. We appreciate that very, very much. But you know, our goal was 50, so we missed it a little bit. Thank you to everyone who called in during the In Love with Elizabeth program. We went over our goal, and we appreciate all the calls for that program. But now we're asking for your support for something very special. You know, there's a station in the state of Washington who did the very first program called Over Something. It was Over Washington. It was such a tremendous success that they went on to do several more programs. And then they looked up north and they thought, duh, there's Canada up there, one of the most beautiful places in the whole wide world. Why not do a program over Canada? But it was a station here in the U.S. that did this program, and I know they're very, very happy they did, and I know that you are too. But in order to give us the dollars to look for more programs like this, or even produce programs like this, remember the terrific show that we produced here at WNED called Remembering Toronto that we all enjoyed so much together? Well, we want to go ahead and do more programming like that, but we can't do it without your help. When you call during one of these pledge drives, you do a number of things. You perhaps get yourself a nice thank you gift. That's really good. But more importantly, you support the programs that you see here on WNED. And on top of that, you give us the dollars necessary to go out and look for more programs like that for you. So if you're a fan of WNED and you enjoy the Britcoms perhaps, or Bally Kiss Angel, or Mystery Masterpiece Theater, and great programs like Over Canada, special programs like Over Canada, we're asking you to go to your telephone right now. All of our lines aren't busy yet, but they will be when you call. Please do it soon.
You know, a few minutes ago you met Jim Cooper from the Dinner Theatre, and we have Joyce Hayward now, and you're an executive as well with the Garden City Theatre.
Garden City Productions. Yes. Jim is our president, and I'm his vice.
Vice president. Now, you said that it's oh so very much more than just the Dinner Theatre, than just Oh Canada.
Oh, yeah. We're actually nothing to do with O Canada. We are an independent theatre company. We've been in existence since 1956, and we did 2 musicals a year, but about 4 years ago we changed our format because we realized that there were a section of the audience that wasn't being covered, so we do straight plays, but we try to do comedies. And actually tomorrow night is our very big opening for Jesus Christ Superstar, our second time around.
It's not a small, it's not an unambitious production.
It's a very large production, and we have a fabulous cast. And I want to say thank you to WNED for allowing us to come, because this is the only way that people know that companies like ours are in existence. So thank you very much.
Well, and we'll see the proof of the pudding then, you said tomorrow?
Tomorrow, and it's on for the 3 weekends.
Oh, wonderful.
This is our first
I'm
weekend.
very glad you could bring people's attention to it.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us this evening. This is WNED. We're in the midst of kind of a Canada theme this evening as we help you discover the joys of being able to fly over Canada. It's almost as if it's in a dream, isn't it? Over Canada, and they do it so very, very well with, I guess, a combination of helicopters and fixed-wing aircraft, and bring you this just fantastic program. There are other over this and over that, as Goldie was saying. The first one was over Washington, and I'm sure that in time here in WNED you'll see all of them, but I feel just absolutely very special and very honored to be able to be present here while we present over Canada. It makes me proud, and I'm really glad to be able to share that with you. Of course, you can keep a little bit of Over Canada yourself if you should pledge at the $120 level. You get to keep the videotape, and at the $240 level, Over Canada, the coffee table book. Do become a member of WNED and make sure that these fine programs continue on your favorite television station.
And we'd like to thank some great folks who called in. We just heard from James calling in from Toronto. You know, James did a very smart thing. He got 2 Over Canada videos. He's probably going to keep one for himself, right, James? Am I right? Uh-huh. But he's going to just be the biggest hit and get lots of points with somebody else, because I'll bet he got one to give away as a gift or maybe to donate to a school or library. Thank you so much, James. Thank you also to Joyce, who called in from Thornhill, and Jean from Toronto. Thank you so much for calling. It's really, really important that we hit that goal of 50, because we want to know, did we do the right thing by bringing this program to you tonight? Is this something that you want us to look for more of? Is this something that you want us to produce programs like that here at WNED? Can't make any promises, but we certainly can take a step in the right direction when we have those dollars in hand to go out and look for more programs that we know you're going to enjoy. That's what you do when you make your pledge. Let's see, we've got another pledge coming in from Etobicoke, Ontario. I'm going to stroll on down here a second, see what else is coming in. We've got Enid calling in. Thank you so much. And another one from Mississauga. And who else is calling in? Oh, Joanne called from Depew. Thank you very much. Maybe Joanne, who's calling in from Depew, is like me, sort of an honorary Canadian, a Canadian in my heart, because I really do love Canada so much, and this program Over Canada is just very special to me, as though I were a real Canadian. I know I'm just a pretend Canadian, but that's okay. I hope. 845-2200, 1-800-727-1017. Whether you're a real Canadian or you just love Canada and love to travel and love beautiful things, I know that you would love having this video as our way of saying thanks. So please call now.
Well, Goldie, I think anybody who loves Canada is really a Canadian at heart. Anyway.
I think so.
If you click your heels together twice,
you wind up in Calgary or something.
That's right.
But you're a real live Canadian.
Well, and I'm certainly proud to be, and always quite very, very much pleased to be part of the team here at WNED, and I suppose represent some of the Canadian support, and it just warms the cockles of my little heart when I see, as I hit my microphone, when I see
They love that in the control room.
Yeah, large numbers of people from Canada who are dialing. Well, large numbers of people on both sides of the
That's
border
true.
who are dialing
That's
up,
true.
supporting the programming here tonight.
Well, you only have to love beautiful things in order to make that call this evening. It doesn't really matter if you're living, you know, up in southern Ontario or down here in western New York. If you love beautiful things, you're loving this program right now. And I know that you'd love to have a copy to have at your own home. Wouldn't that be a lot of fun to have when you have people over, you know?
Well,
and just watch it together.
As I said earlier, I really had an opportunity to look through the whole thing, and I mean, sit there in my easy chair and watch the thing from beginning to end, and I felt very, very privileged. I felt as if it was a luxury, you know, to be able to do that. So, I mean, if you want this program to be in your house, to be able to watch it any time that you should wish, and there are some times that you're more receptive, I suppose, to programming like this than others, then please use this opportunity to take the program 1 or 2 or 3
whatever
home with you. Yeah.
Well, one thing I like about this show is if you're already in a good mood, it puts you in even a better mood. And if you're feeling a little low, it can kind of get you out of that because it shows you the beauty in the world and the beauty in your country. And I think that there's nothing that can lift the spirits more than seeing beauty in the world. And we certainly are seeing it in this video tonight. It's just magnificent.
I can't wait for the denouement, the rest of the program. But certainly, you know how to go about keeping this program and adding it to your video collection. You simply become a member. You simply become a sponsor, I suppose, in a very real way of WNED by dialing the numbers you see on your screen.
And that could be 845-2200 if you're here in the States, or 1-800-727-1017. Remember, this is the last opportunity we're going to have in the show. We're going back for the final part, and believe me, the end is really something. You know, I never lie to you, right? And I used to say to my girlfriend, I'll never lie to you about food or men. or good television programs.
There we go. Good. So
go to your telephone right now, because WNED really goes, we do our very best to bring you the very best television on television, the very best we can afford. If you think we've done the right thing with Over Canada tonight, let us know that with your pledge. We would love to hear from all pledges, great and small, from all viewers, bright and beautiful. So please, you know you're one of those bright and beautiful listeners. Get to your telephone right now.
Every time we present a program like this, we make an educated guess. And your response through the phone lines confirms that, makes us feel that we've done the right thing. And in that way, you help program here at WNED. So do become a member, dial the numbers you see on your screen.
Please do it now, 845-2200, 1-800-727-1017. Seconds to go before we go on to the final part. Then we'll have a little brief opportunity at the end, giving you a really last chance to get your hands on that video. If you're at all interested, really, this is your chance to call. The numbers are on your screen. We hope if you're on your way to your telephone that you don't stop. You'll only miss a little tiny bit of the program, but if you can afford that pledge at the $120 level, we'll mail the video to you so you can watch it whenever you want. Won't that be great? It'll be so much fun, and you'll be glad you did. Thanks for calling.
Join WNED for a spectacular blend of military and civilian talent. Don't miss the Nova Scotia International Tattoo, tonight at 8 on WNED.